Let's go. I'm last, so yours next.
Every time. If it's short every time, then it's not the same thing. So I'm just kind of technically way or anything. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Nobody's asked about my hat. Oh, there we go. Hey!
See?
Nobody's asked about my hat.
Oh yeah, what's with that hat?
Oh, this whole thing? You guys did such a shit job of recording the last episode of Regular Features. I've decided to take it upon myself to document the experience in first person.
That's got to go in someone's mouth later. Can it go in someone's mouth?
It's small enough. You could probably.
No, as in like I'm asking permission. Can it go into his mouth?
When he can go in his mouth. He's put things in his mouth. I've seen it. I've seen him.
I put what I want in my mouth.
It's a fact. Okay.
Who's got a regular feature?
I've got a regular feature.
You got a regular feature?
I've got a regular feature.
You got a regular
it's
feature?
in my bag. But let me get my bag.
While he's getting that, but thank you all for coming out on a Monday night anyway.
Yeah.
Well, fucking, I was filling, wasn't I?
God, I can't see.
I'm a professional now that I do these regularly.
But I can hear someone sighing.
Don't say that. Are you waiting for someone, or the guy at the front? Are you waiting for someone, or you just thought, fuck, I'm sitting here? They didn't want to sit with you.
Intimidated.
We're not going to splat you with goo.
I was about to say, why are you intimidated? She's like, this very fucking reason. This conversation right now is why I was intimidated.
Yeah, that is fair.
I don't know, what's intimidating about this?
You could have been in Steve's film.
Oh. If it wasn't such a visual joke, I'd twerk hard on you right now.
Has anybody in the past week tried any of my showering techniques? Yeah? We got a couple of people. Thought about it. Well, that's halfway, isn't it, I suppose?
What? Yeah, can we get this guy out?
I said I dried myself while watching you do it.
Before I came out, I was trying to watch the last live show.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's
Research.
You're
going to kill us?
Yeah, people might not have seen it, but in last week's live show, yeah, my girlfriend was actually thrilled when I went back in and literally could just show her. I'm like, here's video footage of a room full of people booing me while I do something that you think I shouldn't do because it's weird. And honestly, it was like Christmas. She had such a smile on her face. Oh, it was fantastic. Made my week.
It's a really romantic story.
It is in a weird way, isn't it?
Is she here tonight? No, absolutely not.
Does anyone know what he's talking about? Does everyone know what he's talking about? Yeah, cool, man. That's cool. I just think that no one listens to the podcast and they just come here just to look at us sweat.
So I've basically, I don't know. I mean, it's an ongoing thing, but I can't help but look at sort of upper echelons of our government at the moment, and they're just increasingly hilarious. I mean, the fact that it's awful is part of it, but then you've also got to take some sort of enjoyment out of the fact that David Cameron looks like a kind of balloon with gout. And
feels like you're really stepping on News Review's toes here, man.
Listen, they stole Steve's jumper, so from now on, last time we did a live show here, Steve borrowed
I lost
some ties.
2 jumpers. If you see any jumpers,
anywhere at the
set them
tables?
aside. They possibly belong to me.
Didn't you steal 4 ties?
Yes. 4 ties don't equal 2 jumpers.
That is true. That's
So,
true.
News Review, coming for you. Because they definitely stole his jumper. I just believe it. I don't know why. It's like one of those weird conspiracies that you know in your heart is true.
So you punish them by
I'm punishing them
doing a news feature.
by doing a political news-based feature.
Okay.
Yeah? Right. But anyway, it's not really Cameron that I get obsessed with anymore. It's Osborne.
Ozzy.
Ozzy, yeah.
Right.
Because he is now just this sort of walking personification of substance abuse in a suit. He looks so haggard and wired constantly. And I just find it amazing that probably the only, like anyone who's ever been to a party which isn't a village fete can just see it immediately. You're just like, that guy's off his nut. And yet, like, I imagine a lot of the people who are really kind of pro-conservative maybe just don't understand what it looks like
He's
when
just very
someone
enthusiastic.
It's a stressful job rebuilding the economy that the Labour Party destroyed.
That blue hat is coming off. Anyway, I thought we could kind of just try and get an insight into what it might be like to live a day in the life of George Osborne with my feature, which is called Chancellor of the Choose Your Own Adventure. So, right.
Nice.
You ready? Is everyone ready? This is like a collective thing. Everyone's going to play together, so you guys can all play as well.
Okay.
You awaken in a dark room, a cold sweat on your brow. Perhaps that cocaine nightcap wasn't a good idea. For a moment, you believe you might be in your second constituency home near Macclesfield. But no, don't be silly. That was a property you sold for twice of what it originally cost after years of expensing mortgage costs. But of course, you stopped claiming for the mortgage just before you sold it, meaning that the £400,000 of profit were yours, sweet yours. God, I love money, you hear yourself exclaim, gently stroking your nub of a cock.
Oh, thank God you went into the cock area. That was a bit too real there for a while.
News review of fuming.
Can't believe we're taking their cocks and bums stick. But you seem to have disturbed a force in the dark. What will you do? Above you, there is a duvet. To the west, the shadow of what appears to be a bedside lamp. To the east, more duvet.
Go east.
Gonna go east? Okay.
Well, ask these guys.
East? Are we cool with this?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Into the duvet.
If you get it wrong, you go back a page. You keep your thumb in the book.
I just
Everyone
want to
knows how
really
this works.
fuck up the story.
You can't. You shift across to the other half of the bed. It is not cold because your house is double glazed and features an impressive heating system. You are never cold unless you wish to be cold. For example, if you paid a woman dressed as a maid to hum your balls with ice in her mouth. That would be quite nice, you think to yourself. Although you probably don't do that sort of thing. Also, above you is a duvet. To the west is the duvet you came from before.
Up.
You're going up.
Up's not one
Okay.
of the choices.
You're going above.
Above.
Have you never done these things? You've got to use the right language.
I'd like to go above. please.
Syntax error.
Steve gets it.
Is to the west a wall? 'Cause he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd have his double bed pressed against a wall.
No, you see, actually, I did go through this exact thing in my head. I'm like, he's clearly got a spacious bedroom. You can't just say it's a wall. It doesn't make any sense. But, you know,
And his ankle touches the radiator sometimes in the night. It's go, oh, that's hot.
I must remember to turn that off.
I mean, that's just not the sort of world these people live in, is it?
Pick up duvet.
All right. So
Fuck duvet.
above you,
And
I should have had that as an option. Above you, it's a duvet. You can remove it.
Remove duvet.
Okay, the duvet is gone. You are naked, but still not cold. Honestly, your house is tremendously temperate and very nice. So now all you can do is go back west to the duvet you came from before. Well, the bed now, the duvet's gone.
I'm getting my head around this. This isn't a choose your own adventure. This is a text adventure, isn't it?
Sort of, yeah.
God, now I can finally join in.
Right, west. Go west.
Right, you go back to the west. So the only thing left really is for you to investigate this bedside lamp shape to the west. So upon closer inspection, no, I've done that wrong. So this is Steve was supposed to print this out for me and he didn't. So
Steve.
This is my fault. I work in an office of professional people.
He says whilst wearing that.
it's good that the tense of that is flexible. All right, you reach out to turn on the bedside lamp to find a shape that feels strangely chalky to the touch. Intrigue, eh? You look for a switch by slowly rubbing your fingers around the rim, like a robot that doesn't understand a penis. This would be quite nice.
Sounds like
you
a
think.
robot that does understand the penis.
You think about a robot. Yeah. You think about how it might be quite nice to have a robot that doesn't understand your penis, but perhaps would like to in the future. You start a new mental checklist of corporate entities you might bribe with policies in return for some private, top-secret, taxpayer-funded R&D. But it's no time for that because the door swings open. It is your wife, Frances Osborne. There's not a lot about her on Wikipedia. She says, "Oh, George, do put the right honourable Tiddler away, won't you? And I see you're helping yourself to breakfast," she exclaims, pointing towards the bedside lamp. You turn to see a small white bedside lamp. yet without any manner of switch or button to be seen. Anyway, breakfast downstairs if you want it, she sings, before hopping and floating down the stairs like a human version of a wooden horse on an antique merry-go-round, impossibly fixed and vacant and cheery, a mere step away from being fully two-dimensional, as if impossible to pin any tangible sense of character onto a woman who married and had children with such a total dick. Where do these thoughts come from, George? You suddenly exclaimed to yourself.
Beautiful. That's very well written.
Thanks.
Don't say like you're shocked. Yeah, what am I? You carry on, buddy.
The room is brightly lit now. What will you do? To the west is the mysterious lamp, south is breakfast, and east is a table full of lovely cocaine.
Let's ask the audience. I've heard someone said cocaine.
There's someone else that could write that. What's the lamp thing? Why was she gesturing towards the lamp saying, I see you've helped yourself to breakfast?
Yeah, what's lamp
That's
is breakfast?
mystery.
Why is lamp breakfast?
All right, Anchorman.
Upon closer inspection, the lamp isn't a lamp at all, but a facsimile of a bedside lamp crafted from a densely packed white powder. Duffer-ding-dong! You loudly shout, smashing the cocaine statue with your fist before allowing yourself to fall out of bed sideways, using the immense pile of powder as an entirely functioning cushion for your face. Duffer-ding-dong! You loudly shout again, just as you always do before your first whopping line of the day. As the powder melts away into your nose, you can feel your concern for the outside world fading. How am I doing today? What do I want? The blood gets pumping. And you remember how the lamp got there. A Saudi prince you met whilst at that dinner with the arms dealers offered you to lend you his artisan craftsman, who you then used to make cocaine versions of almost everything in your bedroom. David Cameras laughed and said that you were living outside of your means, which was a good joke. But the last laugh is ours. That Saudi prince never asked for his man back, so you've got him on standby living in the wine cellar. What will you do? To the south is breakfast, and east is a table full of lovely cocaine. Everywhere else, you see replicas of household items made of cocaine.
Breakfast.
It's time for breakfast. Okay.
You just shout out what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Oh, that's rich, Steve.
For a man with a
You
hat
didn't
like
even fucking
that,
bother turning up the last one, so...
you bound down the stairs like Keith Flint doing a poor impression of the Andrex puppy, leaving a trail of white powder in your wake. It's a mess, but you've got a woman who deals with that. Your wife has gone probably to write another book. She has written 2 biographies and 1 novel. Francis Osborne worked in law, finance, and journalism before becoming a full-time writer. For breakfast, it's your favourite. More cocaine. What will you do? Have breakfast or skip breakfast?
Obviously.
Of course,
breakfast.
it's the most important meal of the day.
It's the most important cocaine of the day.
Woofa-duffa-ding-ding-dong! You try to scream, somewhat betrayed by the unbelievable sense of numbness that has creeped from your nose to your mouth and your jaw. Anyway, time for work. You're on Downing Street. Do you want to knock on for cameras, or go straight to the big old HOP, or take some more cocaine?
Knock on for cameras, because that's brilliant.
Cameras isn't in. Of course, he's at a pate eating conference with the president of China. What do you want to do? Go to the big old HOP or take some more cocaine?
No, I've got the feeling HOP will be a fun dead end, is it?
You can't take
no.
cocaine here. There are policemen and
God.
and people with
Out,
cameras. People can't publicly know that you're almost constantly off your nut. You're taken off guard by your own sly genius. Blurts your mouth. blurts your mouth as your eyes attempt to evacuate your skull. Best get to work. So it's off to the Houses of Parliament. Work time! You feel a little bit funny, so you just sit on the wooden bench for a few hours until things start to phase back into their correct places. There's a scruffy man talking about poverty for a long time, but the poverty doesn't exist because we changed what the word means and because we're clever. Why doesn't he get that? Chuffa, chuffa, Charlie time! Shrieks the cheeky voice in your skull. Looks like it might be almost lunchtime, and after that you've got the afternoon off. Consultancy meetings with a bunch of old pals. Would Georgie George like some lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Have you got cocaine?
Yeah!
Fantastic.
So everyone for taking part, you can all share for playing. It's a lovely bag of,
Pass it around.
of cocaine.
2 lines max. Yeah, you guys, right?
No,
Don't
it's a
start
quiet
hugging
night,
it.
but come on, let it go round once before we get greedy.
I'd love to see Canal Cafe be like, oh, you know, take cocaine. Well, you didn't say, so. And his mic weren't on for 10 minutes, so.
They said that
We'll do what we want.
Steve said we could smoke cigarettes on stage if it's part of the performance. So what's the difference?
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is technically the same thing. Oh, is my mic? No, it's back. Sorry.
I'm
I'm
actually,
really sensitive about this now.
for legal reasons, I should state that this is
Okay.
this is theatre cocaine, which means it's entirely paid for with money from Andrew Lloyd Webber. So,
I
yeah,
love new political Matt. He's
That's good.
I don't know. I was just in a weird mood today, wasn't I?
That's lovely.
Anyway, so that's what it's like to be George, isn't it? Fun.
I loved that.
Knock on for cameras is
you
the
know,
funniest
it's
thing
cool.
you've ever written. In my head, that was brilliant.
I'll put that quote on my CV, Gav.
That was great. Shall we have a jingle?
Yeah.
It feels like my mic is really loud.
And my mic is really quiet.
and my mic is just right.
I'm sure you know what you're doing. It's just the fact that his was off, I'm starting to doubt you now.
Oh, you missed some top quality. There was a whole stream by the other table of cocaine. Well, I appreciate, when you are surrounded by cocaine, it's difficult to make choices, which is the problem. Oh, no, I'm going to stop now.
Who wants a jingle? Who would like a jingle and has a request for one?
House of Cards.
Oh, that's a one-off jingle.
Fuck, I
don't
even
know
know what
if I
that sounds
even
like.
heard
Wasn't you?
No.
Was that you?
Was that you, Steve?
Yeah, no, you can't do that without the backing track. Otherwise, it's me just saying House of Cards over and over again.
Well, just do that.
That's what he asked for, and he's at the front, so it means he's the
Yeah,
best.
there we go.
Hang on.
Have you got it?
I could try and find House
All
of
right,
Cards
pull
theme
it
on
up.
YouTube.
Get it going. This is really important.
Show me the House of Cards theme on YouTube. No, that wasn't searching. Oh no, I've disconnected mobile data. So I didn't get things interrupting me. Sorry.
When is Googling things live on air ever a good idea?
Never.
Yeah, no,
Let's have.
We did it live on the fucking show and it was amazing.
What one?
Oh, fuck you.
I'm going to do it.
Okay, go.
House of Cards. House of Cards. House of Cards. House of Cards. Frank Underwood. Frank Underwood of Cards.
That was House of Cards.
That's the House of Cards jingle.
I had no idea what it was, but I was trying to join in anyway. I just want to be a part of things. They seem fun.
This guy knows.
Yeah. Who do you say is going second?
Who did we say was going second? You.
Excellent. If anybody is going to the bar and wants to get me a Sierra Nevada, I'll give him a badge. Nothing happens that's good in the feature for
doing
about 3 minutes.
I'm sorry,
So, yeah.
he's not with us.
I've run out of beer, so it's fine. Okay, so recently we did a video for Matt's side project. This is his main job. His side project is a website called Shut Up and Sit Down. So recently we did like a Let's Play video of a board game called Fun Employed. And I loved the video. I thought it was really good. I had a really good time doing it.
Oh, and you're not doing this, are you?
I haven't done anything mean. So
Okay.
I'll tell you at the start. This is,
You're
This is
messing with this
literally-
community.
honestly,
This is veering to being actually inappropriate.
no, it's
Yeah,
not. It's absolutely not.
first
It's
time.
absolutely not. I want to
You say that, but the last week we did a live podcast and your entire feature was about a co-worker. You've got no boundaries, mate.
This is different. This is different. I want you to put your mind
Right.
at rest straight away.
It's fine, I can always leave.
No, you'll be fine. But we did a video about this game called Fun Employed. And it's actually a really hard game. It's like a lot of like improvisation involved, and we basically weren't allowed to swear, and we basically tried to do it almost sober.
These are not true.
Yeah. The fact that we weren't allowed to swear was
That's not
belied by
true.
the fact that every time we said the word applicant, we said applicant.
Yeah.
So
It was the
did-
most difficult editing job I've ever had. It's an audience of mostly Americans, and it was just nestled, popping little words everywhere. Cunt.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
But
why?
you did like an actual I hate watching anything of my own face or listening to it. and I thought you did a really good job.
Yeah, it was
really
really difficult because basically you're trying to play this game that you play in a pub and you have fun with your mates and you make each other laugh, but you're then doing it on camera.
I'm getting people looking at me and shrugging because this is quite inwards now. Is it? Carry on with your feature?
Just go.
Okay, yeah. So I watched the video, thought it was really good, and then I was on the regular features Reddit, which you haven't been is on Reddit, I don't know, and there was one comment that just said, "That did not go down well on Shut Up and Sit Down. Have you seen those comments?" They're talking about the comments underneath the video. The community there has changed over the years. I got into regular features through Shut Up and Sit Down. So basically I was like, what the fuck are the comments underneath our video?
Shit.
Like, and I was like, because I've had some pretty mean comments, and I try not to read any comments that I do about anything, but now and again I'll be having a really nice time on like a Sunday or something and be like, oh, remember that time that like person on the internet you've never met called you fat? And then like, oh, well, that's the next 2 weeks gone. Because I'll just be thinking about that forever. So I was like, oh shit, man, there's like,
Want some cocaine?
yeah, it'll be really good. So I was like, fuck, I don't want to go read them because I know this person on the regular features Reddit said there's bad comments on it. I was like, I don't want to read them, but I kind of have to because someone has said is there. And I will say, like, this is why I fucking this feature is basically why I fucking love Shut Up and Sit Down. Okay,
Yeah, I see where you're going now.
because I was there. See, you look.
Listen, Gav, you're a man without walls.
Yeah.
You know, it's reasonable for me to be worried.
I've never seen you like go from terrified to
Genuinely
alright.
worried. I was like, oh shit, man, what are you doing?
So I went over to the video, and I looked at the comments. I started scrolling down. I was expecting like filth, like absolute filth. So I saw a couple of really nice ones. There was one that said, no, the two most fun things I know cannot collide. My life will be an empty husk of an idle existence after experiencing this. And I was like, that's all right. I mean, I don't understand those big words, but I think he's saying nice things there.
About Shut Up and Sit Down and regular features.
Yeah.
That is lovely.
But then it was like, this was rather bloody good. More regular features. X, Shut Up and Sit Down, please. That's really nice. And then I got to one that said, surprised that this video is apparently maligned. I thought it was great. I was like, what? Who's saying this? Here we go.
Yeah.
Who's slacking us off? So I started scrolling down and I got to one that said, I'm sad to say, this is the first Shut Up and Sit Down video I didn't complete. I got halfway through and had to give up. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Fuck. Nothing against the guys at regular features. I don't think it was their fault.
It kind of has to be.
As the only people in the video are involved.
Everybody in the video.
And then he goes, also, first comment ever here. Hooray. Well, I'm glad someone's having a good time.
Yeah.
That was his first comment. He literally signed up to just go.
I've read all of these, obviously. And
yeah.
it was just like, really? Like, if you've decided to sign up so you can write a comment, just so you can go, sorry, guys, this is disappointing. It's just like, who are you? What do you do? What do you like?
So I was like, well, there must be worse ones. If someone's gone onto a different website to say there's really harsh comments, one of them just replies to that guy, goes, yeah, I couldn't be bothered to watch all of it. The guys looked like they were having fun, and I guess I got the general idea of the game, but I don't know.
Cuts to the bone, this stuff. Were you just expecting loads of people to be like, I hate this fat Welsh twat?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was just like, it took me ages to go, click on the video, what they're saying about me. Oh, okay. But like this is what mean is. This is in some people's worlds. I'm glad that it's not the world after. Well, no, I'm sad that it's not the world I have to deal with every day. Somebody else writes something. I got pretty bored too. This needed more of a creative touch. That's on you, man. That's on you.
Yeah.
Because you edited that.
Could have done some star wipes or something.
But then I was like, there's got to be worse stuff. There's got to be worse stuff. That goes on.
What do you mean, just like you taking that old slack of like, kids are dying in Africa?
No. I thought there's got to be worse stuff. There's got to be worse comments on there. One guy writes, I'm not sure how to express this as politely as possible. This is on the internet. But recently, Shut Up, Sit Down has seemed to me to move, this is talking about our video, move from what it was previously than ever before. And then this is why I love Shut Up and Sit Down, because the reply on that was, while I could not disagree with you more, I'm still outvoting you for your honesty in such a public forum.
Wow. Fucking hell.
And I was like, there's got to be worse stuff. There's got to be worse stuff on there. And I was like, shit myself going, why haven't they?
It is genuinely like people like maybe slap each other in the face with a glove and then don't duel. It's lovely. It's really weird, but yeah.
It says, this guy goes, this game sounds so fun from the reviews, but guys, you make it look so bad. I no longer want this game.
Oh, that's actually fucking harsh.
I know.
Yeah.
That's pretty harsh.
I hope you engage with him and try to destroy his personality in some way.
No,
Because it really put an upturn on.
I'm
feeling really quite down at the moment.
I don't think there was any. No, like it gets better.
Work out if I've broken this or not. But carry on.
This video didn't make it look very fun. I just like how even though there are horrible comments about us, I was reading them going, I don't know how I'm meant to feel about all this because I'm reading them going, hang on, is he slagging me off? I can't quite tell because they're so posh on it.
There's nothing you could lock onto that activate evil Gav.
Absolutely not. And that's the thing, because I was just like, I'm going to reply to some of these. Obviously, I didn't. So that's fine. You don't have to get scared. One guy writes, I sort of hate myself for admitting it, but I agree. This was the first video in the history of Shutdown that I haven't enjoyed. But then this is the best thing I've ever read in a mean comment. Goes, I'm going to focus on the positive aspect of that statement. In that, it made me realize how impressively, consistently phenomenal the Shut Up, Sit Down crew are. Wow. That's like, what, 3 years of brilliance before a single flop? We're the only flop.
Brilliant.
We are the only flop. Wow. That's amazing. This is like, that literally, that's a guy who's like, I'm going to write a really mean comment underneath this.
The thing is, though, like, people don't actually know what they think. And people know when they don't like things, but they don't actually know why, and they just grab the nearest.
I thought the regular features episode of Shut Up, Sit Down was the best episode.
Well, I think you're wrong.
I think it was 3 years of flops.
What's his name? I'm going to fucking reply to
came
him.
along.
People don't like any form of change. And if you have something where you just put like a completely new set of people in front of people just freak out. This feels like a weird, like Gav's having a self-intervention of being like, oh, I'm here, I'm ready for a fight. And then like people just want to hug you and you just don't know what to do. And you're expressing that here now for some reason.
It's like the bit in Step Brothers where they're trying to hug and he's just like, But no, because it is like...
What's your takeaway from this? You going to change?
Maybe
is this
I'll
you
get
over?
Not yet, no. But no, because like I was expecting something really, really mean. And what I got was like stuff I don't know.
You've learned nothing you can put into words then.
No, basically, one of them said, yeah, maybe it needed a big group to encourage laughter, like the equivalent of a laugh track on a sitcom. Again, on you should put a laugh track on that video.
Put a laugh track on it.
All right. Then it would have been funnier. But, sorry, I went in expecting there was going to be really, really disgusting stuff. And I came out thinking, I don't know, can we have a job on Shut Up Down? It doesn't seem like they would be up for us.
Nah.
Who wants a jingle? What's a jingle?
What's a jingle?
What's it? Game of Thrones.
Oh, Jesus. Is this now just like a test?
Yeah.
Like, can we remember to do
We
it?
should probably make some new jingles, to be honest.
I know. I keep forgetting them. I had one this morning when I was in the kitchen, and I can't remember what the song was, the bass song, but it was about a woman who was a murderer who was going to wear your skin.
I'm going to read a jingle.
It's really good.
Japanese Boy is my favorite regular feature jingle.
It's also... yeah, it's not racist.
Are we allowed to validate? First and only Monday show.
Won't somebody tell me where my feature's gone? My regular feature.
Very good. That's the most racist regular feature jingle there is.
We've done more racist.
There's more racist stuff in there. You just got to dig for it.
It's just the reflected racism of the actual song, which is fine.
Is it?
Basking in the racism. It's an incredibly racist song.
It's all right to bask in racism. Just don't like do a dive or anything like that. That's fine.
It's like a foot spa. It's fine. Just have a few bubbles. Feel the bubbles on the sole of your foot, and then take it out.
Sorry, my feature is about how I want to be more like Gav and how when I feel that I've been slighted or wronged in some way, I'd like to pursue it to the ends of the earth and sort of destroy that which has wronged me. And Gav's kind of undone. Yeah. I mean, you kind of undone that, but that was you basking in niceness. You just weren't wrong there. I like to think that if someone had done to me, you'd have done what I did. But I'd like to find out. There's 4 scenarios.
Okay, I just want to warn you. I make this look easy, but I'm.
It's not like, easy. I tried to.
I'm a fucking mess.
this is the first situation, and it's a sequential situation. It's all part of the same story. Yes, makes me feel bleak, but there we go. Anyway, I was driving with my mother, and my mother's a frail woman. She's frail like the.
Sorry, is this real?
Yes, this is a true story.
You really have a mum?
No, yeah, something.
You came from a vagina.
Something hatched you. I was brought up in a Plutonian hatchery, delivered to Earth because you needed me.
Nice.
So yeah, I was driving with my mum. She was like I say, she's a frail woman. She's a frail like Miss Daisy out of the 1989 film Driving Miss Daisy, only without any compelling reason to stop being racist. And the road we were driving in was in 2 lanes, and I was in the right-hand lane, and they were about to converge. Everything was going normally. People were sort of one in, one out, one left, one right, until a Land Rover on the left pulled up immediately level with me and started driving parallel with me to the point where she was too close to the car in front, so I couldn't compete in that way, and she was forcing me onto the right-hand side of the road. At this point, my mum screamed like the fat woman out of the 1990 film Awakenings. And if they've made any films after 1990, I don't care to watch them.
Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't.
My red light's still blinking.
It's on. Yeah, it's blinking. Don't you worry.
Good.
So,
continue.
I thought you were like touching him to like comfort him.
It's okay, Log. There aren't many good ones.
I was positioned perfectly to converge because I'm a blameless driver and a careful son. So that meant that this Land Rover lady or prick couldn't completely undertake me. And like, my only choice was to drop back and sort of come behind her, at which point I noticed she had a bumper sticker that said, makebillysmile.com.
What?
Now, what do you do in that situation? Do you, A, think, oh, well, it's a typical road traffic incident, and thank God I'm not that kind of inconsiderate bullying person. Being good is its own reward, and being an arrogant arsehole who's oblivious to the feelings of others and utterly confident in their own correctness is its own punishment. Or did I B, think, no, that's ridiculous. Being an arrogant prick isn't its own punishment, it's a proven path to success. If someone doesn't take this woman down a peg or two immediately, she could be spearheading an entrepreneurial startup with government funding. What I should really do is drive my mother home, then sit in the car, and then explore this website for potential avenues of attack.
Be all day, baby.
And yeah,
I would kick my mother out of the car, actually. Secret.
Yeah.
No time for you, baby. I gotta go on a website.
So far, I'm confident being Gav. So I went on the website. I visit makebillysmile.com.
Oh no, this is gonna be like a kid's.
The registration company is Huge Domains, and it was undergoing maintenance, so the website just came up blank.
Is it about fucking goats?
I was reach around for Billy.
Is it going to be about an ill kid?
So the website on the back of the thing was a non-starter. It was a blank website, complete dead end. Whole adventure was a non-starter.
Cool.
But then I thought,
Wayback Machine.
what if I Google make Billy smile? Sherlock. The pages of results came up. The jigsaw's back on the table. At the top of the page, makebillysmile.co.uk.
Also, I like how your version of Eureka is
Sherlock. Sherlockian. So yeah, I nod, pleased at my own sort of hacking skills, and and also taking a kind of dirty satisfaction in that whatever this venture is, it had to restrict its scope from a .com to the .co.uk. Yeah. Maybe making Billy smile wasn't so easy, was it?
I thought you were going to say you just went and bought makebillysmile.com.
.info. Billy is a shitbag. Don't.
I love it when he doesn't smile.
On the page, the website's a full-blown website. It's they've got a sponsors page, and they've got a contact page with a link that says email Billy's mummy.
Oh.
Well, what? Hang on.
Now at that stage,
Are you specifically not telling us what
at this stage
it's about?
Is it about
that's going to come up in scenario 3.
Okay, right.
At this age, do I relax knowing that the person who behaved so badly to my mother is a mother herself? Maybe she was just having a bad day? Or do I B, send the following email? Hey girl, what's happening? Just thought I'd drop you a message about your website. Do you know what I think would make Billy smile? Having a mother who isn't a massive prick with a shit bob haircut like Sally Webster off Coronation Street. You do realise that haircut was chosen as a part of a costume, don't you? The costume of a stupid, whining prick who thinks... See, I'm not proud of myself. Who thinks Sally Webster is a role model? An arsehole is who. Anyway, pass on my love to Billy. Hope that smiling thing works out. But do consider how not being a total fucking prink might help.
Listen.
Or do I see... Do I see, draft that email in my head thinking, there's some content for a future show, then decide to keep digging?
Yes. That one.
What would you have done, Gav?
That's too hard for the first email. Like, little tip.
Okay.
It's not that's too hard.
Like,
It's just like,
for the first email, that's too much. That's way, way too much.
he thrives on the long game. He wants- he
you
wants
got
them on
to
the- on the
draw them
line.
in. You got to get them interested. If you see like a mean thing, you just be like, oh well, fuck that. But like, you want to draw them in.
I love this.
Make
It's like
it super personal.
15 minutes ago, he was talking about how lovely people are, and now it's like he's like a gambling addict watching someone else on a fruity, and he's being like, "What you want to do is hold the fucking purse, mate."
Yeah. Here's £2. I'm not doing it, but you can put it in if you want.
We'll split the winnings. Just play on my behalf. I've done that before.
I got one of those special keys that tells you how full it is. Yeah, go.
So here we are, scenario 3. I noticed the first part of Billy's mummy's email address is an unusual name, Wisier. And I thought to myself, well, it wasn't wisier to undertake this guy in your big car.
You've made that up.
No, I did not. Which I now remember wasn't a Land Rover, but some kind of modified thing with a wheelchair in the back.
Aww.
So I Google a name, and up come stories in the Derby Telegraph. She's been raising money for Billy Smile for some years now, and this is a description. He has a beautiful smile that lights up the room, but little Billy is the boy who cannot sleep. The 15-month-year-old, what? Better report in Derby Telegraph. The 15-month-old has developed 5 different medical conditions during his short life, which include quadriplegic cerebral palsy, complex partial epilepsy, developmental delay, and digestive problems. The combined effect means he has not slept through the night since he was born.
But he does have a smile that will illuminate the room.
Yeah.
The thing was, the whole time this feature's been going on, I've been just unable to work out whether it was a goat or a terminally ill child. But after you did the whole goat
He's
reach
still
around,
alive, Matt. He's not terminally ill. Fucking don't egg it.
Sorry.
On SoundCloud, you know when people comment, "There's the drop." Wait for the drop. There's the drop.
So what do I do now?
Stop.
Do I think about how I can exclude this information from scenario 2, even though it's obvious I must have known it earlier on because I needed to generate a sense of escalation for the audience? Do I B, back off, thinking that any use I make of this information is going to be perceived as distasteful? And then I consider going back to changing all the names, but refuse to do so I can still make use of the wise of your joke. Do I think, hang on, that article mentioned 5 medical conditions, but only listed 4, and you wouldn't get shit like that on BuzzFeed?
That is more evil than anything I've ever said.
Or do I dig into the Make Billy Smile Facebook page with a growing sense of discomfort?
Where did you see this going when you started digging into the Facebook page?
I just wanted to tell her that she drove bad and it upset my mum.
Did she have Billy with her in the car at the time?
No.
How would you know?
Noticed.
I would have noticed a child in there, I'm sure I would.
Children are small.
She could have fit him anywhere.
Haven't you got to put
especially because he... What?
Haven't you got to put kids on the
Don't
roof
bait
rack?
me into saying
Isn't that
less
where kids
acceptable
go?
things than I already am. Sorry, what were you saying, Gav?
Kids go on the roof rack.
Final scenario, you'll be glad to hear. There are no Facebook results for Wisey in the 2011 articles, the name with her surname, and that seems odd. But then I discover that she's married and taken her new husband's name. And that just adds traitor to her gender to her list of crimes. I scroll through a number of pictures of her new family. A lot of the pictures don't feature Billy.
Oh!
I notice with some interest.
Jesus.
Log.
No. No.
I like the page. I'm like number 283. I watch a video of Billy touching a set of coloured lights. His mother, who I'm finding difficult to remember at this stage as a massive prick, seems really proud. I want to question her sincerity, but I'm pretty convinced that if I did that, I'd completely overtake her in terms of being a massive prick. There's one post that says a big thank you to the Kumar family and your £35 donation. You made Billy smile. I laugh at the fact that this makes Billy sound like a cash-activated smiling machine. But I've got to respect her commitment to the brand.
Don't laugh at that.
Cash-activated smiling machine.
Dilemma number 4, the final dilemma. Do I donate a tenner to her cause with the cryptic message, hello, you look really pretty today when you were driving like a colossal prick on Derby Road? Do I donate a tenner just as this podcast come live with the message, with love from regular features, the podcast devoted to spreading cheer? Why not have a listen to episode 163? We hope it'll make Billy smile.
It fucking better not be that one.
Do I send her a zip file of every picture I can find of Billy, Photoshop that so that I'm standing behind him with a knife?
You haven't got that much time on your hands.
Do I pay the fee to get her address, then break in and go to sleep in her bed, and when she comes home and says, get out of my house, I'll be 2 steps ahead. I'll have brought a DVD with me. And I'll say, if this is your house, why have you got this DVD in it?
Flawless.
Or do I...
If that was like classic thieves technique.
This is your house.
Why is the shopping?
Fair enough. This isn't the kind of movie you like. Or do I just forget about it because I think I've got enough stuff for a feature now, and I've just made myself feel quite small and grotesque.
Oh,
Really?
Yes, it's obviously that.
Yay! It was that. And I didn't donate any money because fuck her, she's a prick.
I began applauding.
Wow, that was a long dark tea time of the soul. Fucking hell. There
It's
we are.
hard. I told you it's hard.
Yeah, wow.
It's not easy doing this. I mean, I would never do any of the stuff you said.
yeah, no, but the thing, Log didn't do it.
Okay, you're good.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Hey, so I mean, neither would I. So you have been Gav, even though you're saying, "Oh, I'm struggling with the idea that I am going to be Gav." You have been Gav. So well done. Well done.
So I think he's preoccupied by the fact he stood on Steve's robot.
Yeah, one of the...
Shit, you properly fucked it, you did.
I told you. I wasn't just being like, Log's broken the robot.
£300.
Let's make Steve smile.
Quite fragile.
Come on, guys, please give generously.
Okay, what jingle would you like?
Jingle.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that.
We can do it.
Bum 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 bum. Regular feature. Yes. What's the next one? Bum 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 bum. This is dancing about Gavin's bum 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 bum. As sweet as roses. Between which the stick their noses.
Oh,
There,
man.
we got it. It was
We need to remember lyrics.
Yeah.
Some
We're
more.
not a band.
Why not?
I'm like, oh shit, we're not. Yeah.
Why not, though? We should be.
All right.
Yeah, just give me a second.
This is Robo Steve from the future.
You've gone right different ends of the spectrum. So you've gone from pre-recording all of your feature to doing it all live.
Shut up.
Why don't you shut? That's good.
Oh, yes. The most
wait. Thank you. And
Put it in your mouth, Log. If it's going to go in anyone's mouth, it has to go in your mouth.
No, put it like mouth. Put it
it's
camera
quite warm.
First. Put the camera first.
Really hot, isn't it?
Put the camera first into your mouth.
It won't see anything. It doesn't have a light on it. Well, actually, it's got a red light, I suppose.
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it.
Oh,
How hot is it?
warm.
No, I didn't trust you.
And now it's time for Steve's regular feature.
It is hot.
Point to.
Oh, you've properly broken this.
You're not supposed to step on drones.
Maybe you got to chuck it in the air.
Steve, put it on a table.
Steve, I think you should start it from the front.
Yeah, I think it would. Watching it limp around sadly like,
Yeah, we
a
might as well-
dog.
Yeah, might as well let everyone else watch this fail.
Maybe you snap the one diagonally opposite.
Can we get helmets if it's that dangerous?
Oh! Christ almighty!
I like how
Steve commands drones.
we've gone from barely being able to record a feature to recording it.
Oh, shit.
6 different
Oh,
ways.
get it off quickly!
It's really dangerous.
I've taken the safety guards off. Do not touch it. Okay,
You just fly that into your boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Reese.
That'll teach you to leave the milk out.
So, yeah, I got a drone. I got a drone.
Yeah.
And it flies around. It's good. That's pretty good.
Is that it?
But
You've
I
actually
thought I
broken
went
it.
on the forums to look at some common problems that people with drones are having. And the most common problem with a drone, it sounds really obvious once you say it out loud, but it's really funny. Sometimes they just fly away.
Well, that one's not going to fucking just fly away anyway.
That's not going anywhere.
Maybe this is like what you do with zoo animals, like penguins, not penguins, because they can't fly. Somebody,
One of the ones that can't fly.
one of the ones that can fly, you clip them. So you'd be like, you're not going anywhere, you fuck. So we've just, that's all it is. We've just clipped that drone.
Where's my GoPro?
It's on my knee.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Brian writes on the forum for this exact robot. I bought a drone for my son for his birthday. He had a lot of fun for a few days, although it had a tendency to lose control. On the third day, in spite of setting the height limit to 3 meters, it just took off into the sky, ascending until it was no longer visible.
4 stars.
I would like to know how your company will rectify this situation.
It flew back to base so they can sell it again.
We don't know where your drone is.
Heladio follows up with, the same just happened to me. It just flew away. What a waste of money. Johnny follows up with, same problem just happened to me. I set the drone to stabilize at 3 meters, and instead it just flew off behind a tree. When I ran behind the tree, it was gone. I looked up, and there it was, way up in the sky.
It took cloaking measures.
And then this guy comes along, and he comments in all caps. Same here. I bought my rolling spider drone 1 week ago. Flew only indoors. Unfortunately, I had this idea of going out to avoid obstacles. I was outside with my daughter and having fun with the acrobatics. And all of a sudden, with no command at all, it flew up like a mile, where it was not visible.
It must have been a mile at least, I swear.
After a couple of minutes, it was visible again, but obviously it was not reachable.
Taunted him.
Because it was in the clouds. I ran like crazy to get it, but it never came down.
Well, you'd be like, oh, it's up there. Can we get a stick? No, I don't think it's
It's gone.
It's gone.
Michael says, very bad experience. The drone seems fine indoors. I practiced for a couple of days, and then I decided to fly it outdoors.
That's a slow week for Michael.
The moment the drone gets outdoors, it gets a taste.
It's like keeping a cat indoors for ages and being like, see this field?
It says, the moment it took off, it became unresponsive and flew straight up. I hit the emergency button, but nothing happened. I lost it in the sky. It is disappointing.
This does sound like the start of a sci-fi series.
Well, at least if you got this from a PR, at least you can say it just flew off into the sky.
flew
You don't have
into
to
the
send back
sky,
a broken thing.
Don't-
Jeez, don't, man.
Oh my god, it's taking off again.
Why do you have to throw fucking things into the crowd every time we do a live show?
I'm genuinely really sorry. It's quite light.
I'm laughing more because you're still wearing the helmet.
And I
even
think-
though the camera's not attached to it.
Well,
I think
well,
I
my
did
hair
land
is
it
all
on the
messed up
seat
now.
and it bounced off. It didn't hit anyone, right? It didn't hit anyone, see?
How's it doing?
I told you.
relaunch. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god, it's like Kez.
Oh, it's not going to work. It's only got 3 things.
Have you is it all snapped in now? Okay,
this
here
is
we
gonna-
go.
this is
Here we
gonna-
go. Nobody touch it or
Your
open
boyfriend is holding it.
Don't open your eyes near it because it will take out your eyes.
It's going to fly away.
If you ever use your boyfriend's thumb as part of the lovemaking process,
Oh,
Just flew straight into the ground.
what a piece of shit. That's the Parrot Spider drone,
Let's take
available
it-
from QVC.
let's take it onto the balcony and see it fly into infinity.
I just want you to know I do take your safety seriously. I purposely threw that into an area where there was no one there. Apart from the time I threw an onion indiscriminately into the crowd. That was just stupid.
What's up? Is it dead? It's gone.
It's a death trap. I'm not going to open it again. You can. Well, I do want it back because it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So I replied with my own problem.
Okay.
To this forum.
Yeah.
I want you guys to tell which one is the one that I did and made up on the forum,
Hang
or
on.
which one is the real one that was actually on a forum.
Were they all real?
They're all real.
Shut up.
Yeah, they're all real.
You wrote that.
Okay. Was it this one? Excuse me. Oh, gassy after flying my drone.
It's a 0G.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
On my drone's maiden voyage outside, it gained altitude, became unresponsive, and continued 1,000 feet straight up and out of sight. 12 family members witnessed this. None could see it once it became a little speck, and none could see it anymore. Even tried calculating wind speed and drift to scientifically narrow the search area. No luck. I want my drone.
That's real, and that's a Sunday ruined.
Or was it this one? Hello, Ian Drone, inventor of the drones. I'm having a problem with my drone. While flying it outdoors, the controls began to behave erratically. Up became down, left became up, forwards became backwards, and backwards engaged the drone's secondary fuck mode, which caused the device to chase a dog around the park, shouting, "Fuck, fuck, my critical systems are all geared up to fuck," in its little robot voice. At this point, the tiny drone shot upwards into space at speeds of up to 300 miles per hour, exactly like Out of Flight of the Navigator. Except when it came back down to Earth, it just turned to me and said, "Oh, and one more thing, fuck-a-doo to you, you shitty piggy knickers." And then it flew away. What are piggy knickers, and what are you going to do about it?
I'd love that all of the robots you invent have a secondary fuck mode. The last time that robot was me.
It's important. It's important. Secondary fuck modes are important. Primary fuck modes are also important.
Yeah.
But secondary fuck modes
It's good
are
to have a
especially
backup.
important
Yeah, yeah.
in case primary fuck modes fail.
I get it.
We're not idiots.
Well, that's my feature.
I enjoyed that.
Excellent.
I ruined a drone.
Are you? I'm guessing you're reviewing this then for work.
Yeah.
So a review of this is going to be in like a proper newspaper.
Yeah, on Thursday. City AM.
What are you going to give it?
I'd give it probably a good review
Yeah.
because you've broken it and the
I've
PR will
broken
be
it.
pissed off.
Yeah, I better give it 5 stars.
He literally chucked it at something.
Well, I'm sure it was more broken than it was when I did that. I don't know what happened.
It was like that when I got it.
No, seriously, it only had 3 propellers.
Actually, yeah.
When I threw it, and at its back, it's got a 4.
Yeah.
So
What else?
I come again to walk among you to fix your fucking toys.
That's how we'll sell more tickets to the December show. You'll just fix people's toasters live on stage.
Genuinely, I do apologise for just every time anyone comes in this room, I just throw things at them.
I think it's
won't
the
do
audience.
that.
I think you can throw things into the audience. They come back fully reassembled.
Who are we to judge?
I've got a broken phone. I'm just going to chuck it in.
I've got a well broken phone. Look, it's fucking.
Don't chuck it.
Try it.
Don't stop it.
I'd love it if he just went.
He's looking for someone to rebuild it.
No, it's still fucked.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry.
That's it then, is it?
Yeah.
I think
We're
so.
going to go downstairs and
I
have a
just want to
drink.
go downstairs and drink with you lot.
Yes.
So, thank you all for coming.
Thank you very much for coming again.
When is the next live regular features?
First Monday in December.
It's going to be every first Monday for the rest of your life, or our lives, whichever one.
And the
ends
first Monday in January is my birthday. So bring your presents.
Here you are, so have a
Thanks,
bag
guys.
of
Yes, thank you very much. Cheers.
Definitely cocaine.